All right, well, Bitcoin has come off its high, so should you still buy? Should you buy in that dip? Fox Business's Lauren Simonetti, we love her. She's crunching those numbers for us. That's next.
Is the crypto market beginning to fall? The price of Bitcoin hitting a 6-month low, so is now the time to get in and buy during the dip? Here to discuss it, Fox Business reporter Lauren Simonetti. Lauren, it's fascinating.
Yeah.
So a lot of our viewers are aware of cryptocurrency, maybe haven't gotten involved, but the numbers are interesting. We can show you. So it hit a high in October, and that peak was at 124,310. But if you look back to this time last year in November at 91,000 to this November, which is 95,000, it is up year over year, but we do see this dip right now. So if you're a viewer out there thinking about getting in the cryptocurrency market, is this a good time to jump in?
Well, it's down 20% from that October peak. So 20% discounted. A lot of people would say, yes, now is the time to get in because Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies are the future of money as everything is starting to go on chain. Bitcoin's been around for a while now, right? It's a $3.3 trillion market. That's the size of the market. Right. So there's substance there and a lot of people own it, but it's starting to trade like a regular asset class, like equity. So with the stock market going down, we now see Bitcoin and either they tend to follow equities lower, right? So a lot of people are saying, well, what's the point? This used to be the hedge against these things. This used to be an alternate type of asset, but now it's a mature asset class, which raises another question. If it's mature, how high can it actually go? Yeah. And a lot of the folks that I follow are now cutting their price targets for Bitcoin specifically for the end of the year. So let's say they were at 200,000. Now they're at 180,000. If they were at 180,000, now they're at 120,000. And a lot of people are getting really nervous. What's going to go on with this asset? The answer is it's probably still going to go up, but those huge gains we're not seeing so much anymore. Another reason is election day to inauguration day. That was the popular time for Bitcoin because we were getting a pro-Bitcoin, pro-crypto president coming into the White House. We got that.
Right. And, it's interesting as you talk about explaining, that cryptocurrency and Bitcoin is now a mature stock, it's gone mainstream, for, layman's terms. And it's fascinating to see that it, too, much like the traditional market, is in question about this possible rate cut. Will there be another rate cut or not?
So glad you asked me that. So in 24 days, the Fed will decide if they should cut interest rates. Is the job market or inflation so concerning that they need to cut? There was like a 95% chance that the Federal Reserve was going to cut rates a month ago. Now there's about a 40% chance that they do that. That is taking the sales out of Bitcoin too. Also, we had a 40-plus day government shutdown. I thought that when the government reopened, that would have been a buying opportunity. Bitcoin would have exploded. That didn't happen because now there's a new worry. When we start to get some of this data that we didn't get during the shutdown, especially this week when we get the jobs data for September, if it's bad, what does the Fed do about it? So as I said, Bitcoin is starting to trade like a mature market and it's just not doing what you might have expected it to do.
We got to leave it there, but I wonder, and I don't own any Bitcoin, but you wonder as it becomes the future of currency a year from now, 2 years from now, we'll all be saying, wait, why didn't I get in then?
Two things have to happen, and we're really close. This was expected to be a 2025 goal. We would get the market structure legislation. So which agency, the CFTC or the SEC, who governs it? What are the rules of the road? We did get draft releases out of the Senate Agriculture Committee. So now they have to work with banking. The House needs to approve. And then when the president signs that, it could be early next year. That could be another move up for the asset.
Lauren Simonetti, thank you very much. You break it down great as always.